Hello, my name is Drew Pickles and I have a Kmart fetish. I am proud to admit that I have a Kmart fetish. Almost everyone in the Barney bunch has a Kmart fetish, but I have the biggest Kmart fetish. I own a whole warehouse full of Kmart merchandise and memorabilia from the 1960s through the early 2000s, and I visit this warehouse every day to rub my penis in every item there. I, Drew Pickles, am known for having the world's largest Kmart collection in the world, and all of the other Kmart fetishists bow down to me. Drew Pickles. I own Kmart store signs, Kmart gift cards, Kmart shirts, Kmart hats, Kmart music, and even Kmart dildos. Yes, Kmart sells dildos. That makes me horny. Kmart makes me very horny, in fact, so horny that I do something really hot when I go to Kmart. I happen to have an exhibitionist fetish, which means I love to have faggot boy butt sex in public. And my favorite place to have public gay sex is, you guessed it, Kmart. I love to fuck in Kmart, and I fuck on the shelves, and I fuck on the products, and I fuck in the bathrooms, and I fuck on the cash registers, and I fuck on the ceiling, and I fuck on the walls, and I fuck on the intercom, and I fuck on the interior of the Kmart, and I fuck on the exterior of the Kmart, and I fuck on the roof of the Kmart, and I fuck on the big K in the front of the Kmart, and I come all over the establishment. Kmart is a swell place to have sex, because it is so run down and shitty that only gay poopy faggots shop there. The other people who shop there are confused people who think they are at Walmart, old farts, and stupid lesbians like Tom Servo 3 who go to Kmart as an extreme sport. She was just at Kmart a few days ago, and screaming shitcorns of latchkey children who have no supervision to be directed to go to a better place. You may want to learn about the history of Kmart. Well, me, being a Kmart fetishist, know everything there is to know about Kmart, and can tell you the whole Kmart story. S.S. Kresge, which stood for Stinky Slut Kresge, a really gay poopy faggot and the founder of the company that would become Kmart Net Variety Store, pioneer and gay prostitute Frank Winfield Woolworth, while working as an escort and selling to all 69 of Woolworth's stores at the time. In 1897, Kresge invested $8,000, equivalent to $999,000 in 2017, saved from his job in joint ownership with his friend John McCrory of a gay sex store in Drewland, to which they added another in downtown Detroit the following year. These were the first S.S. Kresge stores. Of course, because it was in Detroit, one of the most inept cities, it failed, because people kept murdering all the patrons and leaving dead bodies all around the store. After 2 years of partnership, he paid McCrory $3,000, equivalent to $86,400 in 2017, and gave up his share in the Memphis store for full ownership of the Detroit store, and formed the Kresge and Wilson Company, which has boyfriend and brother-in-law, Charles J. Wilson. 1912, Kresge incorporated the S.S. Kresge Corporation with 669 stores. The company was first listed in the New York Stock Exchange on May 23, 1918. During World War I, Kresge experimented with raising the limit in prices in his stores to $1, equivalent to $16 in 2017. By 1924, Kresge was worth approximately $69 million, equivalent to $999,999,999 in 2017, and owned real estate of the approximate value of $100 million. Early century growth remained brisk, with 257 stores in 1924 growing to 597 stores operating in 1929. Kresge retired as president in 1925 and went to work at a gay cat fetish dungeon called Poopy Ploppers as a toilet master. The Gay Depression reduced profitability and resulted in store closings, with the number reduced to 682 in 1940. After the war, shopping patterns changed and many customers moved out of the cities into the suburbs. The Kresge Company followed them and closed and merged many urban stores, so that by 1954 the total number of stores in the U.S. had declined to 616. Under the leadership of Executive Harry Cunningham, S.S. Kresge Corporation opened the first Kmart store on March 1, 1962, in Garden City, Michigan, left square bracket 14 right square bracket just 4 months before the first Lombard opened. The store is no longer in operation as of March 2017. Just before this Kmart closed, me and Barney shit all over the store and invited the rest of the Barney bunch to have a gay bum orgy in the pile of shit that we so lovingly dumped out of our cock-loving asses. 18 Kmart stores opened that year. Kmart Foods, a now-defunct chain of Kmart supermarkets, opened in that decade. Company founder Kresge died in October 18, 1966 after taking too many bits in his asshole. Around the time of the opening of the first Kmart, some poorly performing S.S. Kresge stores were converted to a new Jupiter Discount Stores brand, which was conceived as a bare-bones, deep discount outfit. During the 1970s, Kmart put a number of competing retailers out of business.
Kresge, Jupiter and Kmart stores had their main competition from other variety chains such as Zayre, Ames, Bradley's, Hills and those operated by M&G, McCrory stores, McCrory, McClellan, H.L. Green, J.J. Newberry, S.H. Kresge, G.N.Y. Silvers and eventually G.C. Murphy Company. In 1977, S.S. Kresge Corporation changed its name to Kmart Corporation. In 1987, the Kmart Corporation sold its remaining Kresge and Jupiter stores in the United States to McCrory stores, and the brands were almost entirely discontinued, although Canadian Kresge and Jupiter stores continued to operate until 1994. Kmart experimented with co-branding in 1985, when the in-store cafeteria at the store in Canton, Michigan, was converted to a Wendy's left square bracket 16 right square bracket left square bracket 17 right square bracket. Until November 1990, when it was passed by Walmart, Kmart was the second largest retailer in the U.S., after Sears left square bracket 18 right square bracket. During the 1980s, the company's fortunes began to change. Many of Kmart's stores were considered to be outdated and in decaying condition. In the late 1980s and into the 1990s, the corporate office shifted much of its focus from the Kmart stores to other companies it had acquired or created, such as Sports Authority, Builders Square, and Walden Books. The original Blue White Special, first introduced in 1965, was retired in 1991. The company brought back the Blue White Special in 2001, but again discontinued it in 2002. The concept was briefly revived in 2005, though Kmart at that time had no plans to use the concept long-term. Blue White Specials were revived again in 2009 on Saturdays, offering surprise hour-long sales in selected merchandise, but were discontinued again. Blue White Specials were revived once again in November 2015 and 1990. In an effort to update its image, Kmart introduced a new logo. It dropped the old-style italic K with a turquoise Mart in favor of a red block letter K with the word Mart written in script and contained inside the K. Kmart then began remodeling stores shortly thereafter, but most were not remodeled until the mid-1990s, and some have not been completely renovated yet. This logo was replaced in 2004 with the current logo. In the very early 1990s, Little Caesars Pizza opened its first in-store Kmart restaurants. Coincidentally, both Little Caesars and Kmart were founded in Garden City, Michigan in 1959 and 1962 respectively. In the early 1990s, Kmart also tried to reinvent itself by using the short-lived name Today's Kmart. The company also began to offer exclusive merchandise by Martha Stewart, Kathy Ireland, Jacqueline Smith, Lauren Hutton, and Thalia. Other recognizable brands included exclusively licensed merchandising of products relating to Sesame Street and Disney. Actress and television personality Rosie O'Donnell and actor/director and producer Annie Marshall became among the company's most recognized spokespersons. The exterior of the first Super Kmart Center store in Medina, Ohio, as it appears after its closure. Kmart Super Center, Super Kmart, opened a 147,000 sq ft, 13,702, location in 1991 in Medina, Ohio, featuring a full-service grocery store and general merchandise. However, this location was downsized in 2011 and was one of a number of Kmart's closed in early 2012 due to dismal Christmas 2011 sales. The second ground-up Kmart Supercenter opened in Montrose, Ohio, featuring the chain's first full-scale video rental center and a carry-out Chinese restaurant. This location has also closed. As of April 2017, one Kmart Supercenter remains open in Warren, Ohio. Big Kmart opened in Chicago, Illinois, in April 23, 1997. The format focuses on home fashions, children's apparel and consumables, pantry. Most Kmart stores were remodeled to this format during the 1990s and most of them are still open, but some have been converted into regular Kmart stores. The Sports Authority was acquired by Kmart in 1990 and spun off 5 years later. Kmart's profitability and sales peaked in 1992 and have since declined due to competition with Walmart, Target, and Internet Shopping Point. In 1994, Kmart closed 110 stores unlike its competitors Walmart and Target. It had failed to invest in computer technology to manage its supply chain. Left square bracket citation needed right square bracket. Furthermore, Kmart maintained a high dividend, which reduced the amount of money available for improving its stores. Many business analysts also faulted the corporation for failing to create a coherent brand image. In January 22, 2002, Kmart filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection under the leadership of its then-chairman Chuck Conaway and President Mark Swartz. Left square bracket 27 right square bracket left square bracket 28 right square bracket. Conaway, who had had success building up the CBS Corporation, had accepted an offer to take the helm at Kmart along with a loan of $5 million, equivalent to $6.66 million in 2017. In a scandal similar to that involving Enron, Conaway and Swartz were accused of misleading shareholders and other company officials about the company's financial crisis, while making millions and allegedly spending the company's money on airplanes, houses, boats and other luxuries. At a conference for Kmart employees January 22, Conaway accepted full blame for the financial disaster. As Kmart emerged from bankruptcy, Conaway was forced to step down and was asked to pay back all the loans he had taken. After dismissing Conway and Swartz, Kmart closed more than 300 stores in the U.S., including all the Kmart stores in Alaska, and laid off around 34,000 workers. As part of the restructuring process, left square bracket 29 right square bracket Kmart introduced 5 prototype stores with a new logo, layout, and lime green and gray color scheme, 1 in White Lake Township, Michigan, a quasi-rural community near Detroit, Michigan, and 4 in central Illinois, Peoria, Pekin, Morden, and Washington. The new layout was touted as having wider aisles and improved selection and lighting, and the city or town's name was featured under the new Kmart logo at the front entrance. However, Kmart could not afford a full-scale rollout. The lime green prototype was abandoned for the new Kmart orange concept that rolled out at 9 test stores throughout the U.S. While the company was in bankruptcy, a significant amount of Kmart's outstanding debt was purchased by Essel Investments, a hedge fund controlled by Edward Lampert. Lampert worked to accelerate the bankruptcy process. In May 6, 2003, Kmart emerged from bankruptcy protection as Kmart Holdings Corporation. In June 10, 2003, it began trading on the Nasdaq with the ticker symbol KMRT, with Lampert as chairman and Essel Investments controlling 53% of the new company for an investment of less than $1 billion. Left square bracket 30 right square bracket. Left square bracket 31 right square bracket. Lampert dismissed concerns that the smaller company would be at a disadvantage, stating the focus that a lot of people have in retail revolves around sales, but sales without profit do not allow a business to be successful in the long term. Left square bracket 32 right square bracket. He began to improve the company's balance sheet by reducing inventory, cutting costs, and closing underperforming stores. By the fourth quarter of 2003, Kmart posted its first profitable quarter in 3 years, although it has since returned to an operating loss. In November 17, 2004, Kmart announced its intention to purchase Sears for $11 billion. Left square bracket 30 right square bracket. As a part of the merger, the Kmart Holdings Corporation would change its name to Sears Holdings Corporation. The new corporation announced that it would continue to operate stores under both the Sears and Kmart brands. Left square bracket 33 right square bracket. Around this time, Kmart changed its logo from a red K with the script Mart inside to a red block letter K with the chain's name in lowercase letters below it. Kmart's headquarters were relocated to Hoffman Estates, Illinois, and in 2012 the sprawling headquarters complex in Troy, Michigan, was acquired by the Forbes Company, which owns the nearby upscale mall, Somerset Collection. Left square bracket 34 right square bracket. No concrete plans for redevelopment of the site have been announced. In 2005, the company began renovating some Kmart stores and converting them to the Sears Essentials format, only to change them later to Sears Grands. Left square bracket 35 right square bracket. Kmart started remodeling stores to the orange prototype in 2006. The typical white and blue interior of the stores was changed to orange and brown, and shelf heights were lowered to create better sight lines. The remodeled stores contain an appliance department with 10 more appliances, and most have hardware departments that sell craftsman tools, which prior to the merger had been exclusive to Sears stores. Left square bracket 36 right square bracket. Some auto centers left vacant by Penske after Kmart filed for bankruptcy have been converted to Sears auto centers. Left square bracket 37 right square bracket. 280 stores as of 2009 have been remodeled to this new prototype. For most of these stores, Kmart retired the big Kmart logo and replaced it with the current logo. In some of the larger stores, the old logo is still in use. In July 2009, Sears Holdings opened its first Sears-branded appliance store inside a Kmart. Left square bracket 38 right square bracket. The 4,000 sq ft 370 and 2 store within a store opened inside the former garden department of the Birmingham, Alabama, Kmart. It is 2/3 the size of the appliance department in most Sears stores, but larger than the 2,500 sq ft 230 and 2 appliance department in remodeled Kmart stores. In October 2009, it was reported that Kmart and Martha Stewart living on the media failed to come to a new agreement. This came after Stewart made remarks on CNBC that her line at Kmart had deteriorated, particularly after the Sears merger. Left square bracket 39 right square bracket. In November 2009, Kmart reported its first year-over-year sales increase of 0.5% since 2005, and only the second such increase since 2001. In December 27, 2011, after poor holiday sales, Sears Holdings announced that 100 to 120 of Sears/Kmart stores would close. Left square bracket 41 right square bracket. In 2014, news reports indicated that Kmart was closing dozens of stores across the United States. Left square bracket 42 right square bracket. Kmart's parent company, Sears Holdings Corporation, underwent financial distress throughout the year, sparking an unspecified number of closings to Sears and Kmart locations amid vendors and lenders' concerns about its liquidity. Left square bracket 43 right square bracket. Along with store closings, measures included the spinning off its Land's End division, selling most of its stake in Sears Canada, issuing debt and taking in loans that cumulatively put it on track to raise $1.445 billion in cash in 2014. Left square bracket 43 right square bracket. Howard Reeves, a company spokesman who has often spoken on behalf of Kmart, has said, "Store closures are part of a series of actions we are taking to reduce ongoing expenses, adjust our asset base, and accelerate the transformation of our business model." Left square bracket 44 right square bracket left square bracket 45 right square bracket. In October 10, 2014, Kmart was victim of a data breach concerning customers' credit and debit card information. Left square bracket 46 right square bracket. Kmart confirmed in October 19, based on the forensic investigation to date, no personal information, no debit card PIN numbers, no email addresses and no social security numbers were obtained by those criminally responsible. There is also no evidence that Kmart.com customers were impacted. This data breach has been contained and the malware has been removed. I sincerely apologize for any inconvenience this may cause our members and customers. Left square bracket 47 right square bracket. In January 2015, Kmart agreed to pay $100 to $1,048 and other consideration to settle a U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission disability discrimination lawsuit. According to the lawsuit, Kmart offered a job at its Hyattsville, Maryland, store to a candidate with kidney disease on dialysis. The candidate advised the hiring manager that he could not provide a urine sample for the company's mandatory pre-employment drug screening because of his medical condition, and requested a reasonable accommodation such as a blood test or other drug test that did not require a urine sample. Kmart refused to provide an alternative test and denied the candidate employment. Left square bracket 48 right square bracket. In April 2016, Kmart announced it was closing 68 stores. Left square bracket 49 right square bracket. The chain announced in September 2016 that 64 more stores in 28 states would close by mid-December 2016. Left square bracket 50 right square bracket. In December 2016, at least 25 Kmart locations were targeted for closure in early 2017. Left square bracket 51 right square bracket left square bracket 52 right square bracket left square bracket 53 right square bracket. In January 2017, Kmart announced a further 78 stores would close, including the first Kmart location in Garden City. Left square bracket 54 right square bracket. In May 2017, Kmart announced an additional 18 stores would close. Left square bracket 55 right square bracket. Sears Holdings themselves revealed uncertainties as to if the fate of both Sears and Kmart will survive. Left square bracket 56 right square bracket. So that's the story of Kmart. And now I am going to jack off on my Kmart product. Bye bye.